Be summarizing one point from both of my partners, Jake and Brian. So to start, Jake brought up the point that the theory of cloning in general really underestimates the point and specialty of natural human life. It takes away the feeling of individuality for some people. Cloning is literally creating an exact working replica of a person, animal, organism, or cell, meaning that the donor or the test subject is not really one person or thing anymore. It's now multiple, and what was once unique to them, like facial features, is now shared with another person or thing. So my other partner, Brian, brought up the fact that along with cloning comes major religious tension. Four major religions, Catholic, Christian, Jewish, and Muslim, all stand against cloning as it disregards their religion and in a way it disrespects their religion. This can ultimately end in war and riot. So the opposition, which is the proposition, our opposition rather, brought up the point that cloning in animals as well as in humans poses the possibility of bringing extinct organisms back, which may as well be considered like scientific reincarnation. As you can already guess, this poses a huge problem and threat towards religious groups. As with many other purposes of cloning, this process allows scientists to play the role of God. Many and most major religious groups, such as Catholic and Christian, are among those of the top religions that are opposing this theory and now have to come together to battle against scientists who are disregarding their religion. So the religious leaders of these groups strongly stand behind their point that God himself created man and animal, and as no human is like God, they shouldn't have the ability to mimic God's actions. So, also, if this takes place, experts are worried that organisms may not survive because of the world's constant climate change. So, the proposition has also mentioned the theory of cloning giving scientists and doctors the ability to find cures and study diseases as well as healing injuries quickly. This includes creating a cloned embryo to produce stem cells with the DNA as the donor, with the same DNA as the donor. Now, many may first think this is helping cure diseases. Why would anybody be against this? Scientists and other experts who oppose this type of cloning know for a fact that in trying to clone a single embryo, hundreds to thousands of other embryos are practically being killed, along with those embryos goes millions of dollars that could have been used for other means of research. As stated by the National Human Genome Research Institute, another major concern of experts is the similarities between stem and cancer cells. Both types of cells have the ability to rapidly reproduce indefinitely, and some studies show that after 60 cycles of cell division, stem cells can accumulate mutations which can ultimately end in cancer. The differences are not yet well understood between these two, but they need to be understood before scientists test this method in humans and possibly kill them. This concludes the strong facts that lead me to believe the opposition has won this debate.